Welcome, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel. Today we're updating on players that are linked to Kaizer Chiefs and Chiefs is starting to talk to, and just updates on what we've heard. And the most important player that fans are talking about, journalists are talking about, is Thabo Cele. Thabo Cele is the player that is on everyone's mind because he has now been released from his contract from his team in Russia, and the boy is available. The boy is available, and you know what I say? This boy just came at the right time. Why do I say that? Because we love free agents. We know our team is the team of a free agent. Tina, sidila ngama free agent, Tina. But before we get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Look, it's a simple thing. We couldn't get Faisal Saloom. We couldn't get that player. But this boy has become available. This boy is also good. But I'm going to give my realistic view of the player. And a lot of you may not like some of my points. But anyway, do I think Thabo Cele will boost Chiefs? Yes, because we do not have a creative midfielder. We have Maart, etc., etc. But here's where the worry is. Thabo Cele is as good as he is, as good off the ball as he is. He is going to be competing with people who are more hard workers. Why do I say that? Tabo, now this is me. I'm not saying it's true, etc., but this is me. What I have seen on him when I've watched under 20s, when I've watched the Olympics and all of those things, is that he isn't the most fastest player. Like, you won't find him being a Tabo Mokwena, breakdown play and stuff like that. But he's good in terms of passing and starting play, etc., etc. And the reason I'm adding this is just to make people aware. And I want people to, if we do sign with Thabo Cele, I want people to be fair to him. To be like, what he's going to be expected to do at Kaizer Chiefs is going to be something that he is also going to have mistakes with, because at Kaizer Chiefs, you can't, it's not even acceptable just to be a midfielder who can just attack. Yes, Umthetho will do the work, but when it's your time to, when it's the time for us to defend as a team, you don't want someone slacking. And this is why I worry. I worry for these midfielders who cannot pick up their weight in the midfield, because Maart does not play that game. Maart will take your position, Baba, like it's no one's business, because that's the only thing he has in his life is a hard work. But anyway, so I believe Thabo Cele is 28. I think he adds good experience. And I honestly think he has a long-term contract in him. He has 3 years or 4 years deal in him. He hasn't achieved anything in Europe, so he can't be coming here expecting big monies and stuff like that, because he hasn't really done anything in Europe. So that's one thing I'll say about that. So I think you can get him at a good salary, a good package, and I think he can be valuable for Chiefs. But the one mistake, and we also have to also know that Njabulo Blom, end of the season, is going back to his club. So we also have to take that into consideration. So my personal thing is that I do think Chiefs should sign him. I do think he will make Chiefs better. But there's one thing I want to warn Chiefs and fans, is that Thabo Cele is not enough to improve what we expect of our midfield. The competition in our midfield is not good enough. It's not good enough. But it will be interesting to see when Castillo is now fit and stuff, to see how Castillo and them start competing, because Mthethwa feels like he has taken one of those positions. If we're playing at almost a double pivot position, Mthethwa is basically taking that position. Or at number 6, that general, that closed down play, whatever, Mthethwa is taken down that thing. He's the cleaner. But the person ahead of Mthethwa is the big problem, the big question mark. But anyway, the another thing I wanted to talk about is that Naledi Hlongwane has been spotted in Kaizer Chiefs first team training. So well done for the boy for getting a call up. You know what? This is probably the best time for Naledi. Maybe he can get a run against Free Agents FC. I don't know if Nabi is going to be taking Free Agents FC like that serious. Because if Nabi is taking Free Agents FC serious, what Nabi will do is that he will start his strongest team. Tell these guys, go and thrash these guys. By halftime, we must be 3-0 or 5-0 up. And then if that is the case, with 3-0 or 5-0 up by halftime, then what he will do is that he will then go and bring Abo Naledi Hlongwane in and, give them their debuts so that they can also bang in some goals. So that's probably what will happen there. But other than that, the other signing is that Morris, it's been reported that he has already been training with Chiefs. It's just that Chiefs hasn't announced him. And does that thing surprise me? No, because you know how Chiefs rolls. Chiefs doesn't do this thing of just announcing one player. They like announcing all of their players in one go. Like to be like, congratulations, we've signed X, Y, and Z and what. Yeah, that's how Chiefs roll. So they want to announce all their players. So when they announce Morris, they'll be announcing Morris, Lollipop, maybe even Thabo Cele. They'll be announcing him during that time. The only thing I want people to understand, and it's maybe I'm saying this, I'm still wishing for us to sign Osuna Police. But the signing of Lollipop has basically, he's the replacement of the Police we couldn't get. So that is the biggest worry there, that the deal with Apollos is gone. I know people have been saying 20 million and all of that. I mean, I don't know where this 20 million one comes from, because I don't know which publication has been talking about 20 million. Because I don't think Morris, and this is the problem. Jaden Adams was bought by Sundowns for 20 million. Apollos, let's make this clear. Apollos is a first team starter at Bafana Bafana. Jaden Adams is not. So Jaden Adams, who is not one of the starters, one of the main players of Bafana Bafana, has been sold for 20 million. So ask yourself this question. If Jaden Adams can be sold for 20 million, what will be stopping Polokwane City for asking for 20 million as well for Apollos, who has played more games and has been more pivotal in the performances of Bafana Bafana? And that is the problem. I think that is where this 20 million stems from. Because you cannot go and buy Jaden Adams for 20 million, and then not think you can buy Apollos for 20 million, because Apollos has contributed more to Bafana Bafana than Jaden Adams. And that is the biggest problem, where this 20 million is coming from, in my opinion. But other than that, Amakhosi Network, thank you for the support. Chiefs is playing Sunday. I really hope we just beat Free Agents FC, because this thing of being beaten by these small teams is not the one. So I just want us to just, show some professionalism and give these guys like 10-0 or something, And I know 10-0 sounds like, this one is dumb, whatever. But like, it's possible. Because like in reality, Free Agents SC is oftentimes people from ABC, is oftentimes people who couldn't make it in DDC. It's those kind of people. So we are hoping your team, these guys are obviously playing to get contracts. That's the biggest thing we must understand. They are playing to get signed by DSTV Premiership team. So they want to be signed by Cheaper. They want to be signed by TS Galaxy. So they're going to definitely play their hearts out. They are going, Baba, now to go get Umuti and all the vitamins to make sure that when Chiefs come, they beat Chiefs. If there's a striker there, is going to try score 3 goals against Uvuma just to get the Chiefs and other teams to look at him. So that's all I'm going to say there. But anyway, Amakhosi for life.